What's going on, y'all? This is boy Kev coming to you with another video, and going to make a very short video about the let's just call it what it is, the ass whooping that the Indiana Pacers put on the Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 6. Indiana needed a win to keep their season alive. Cleveland was up 3-2 going into this Game 6. A win would have sent Cleveland to the second round, would have eliminated Indiana. Let's just say one team showed up tonight, and that was the team that was facing elimination. There was really no one stat that really put Indiana over the top. It was basically a total team effort, offensively and defensively, for the Pacers, man. 7 guys, count them, 7 guys in double figures for the Pacers, led by Oladipo. Had a tough last 3 games, but he bounces back with a big-time triple-double. 28 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists, a poster put on LeBron. He showed up, man. His team on the brink of elimination. He did what a superstar should do when his team's back is against the wall. He showed up and he showed out. His OKC trade partner, Domantas Sabonis, he had another big game. He had a big game in Game 5. He has another big game in Game 6. He has 19 and 6 rebounds. And then you have 4 other guys scoring at least 10. For Cleveland, this was. I mean, basically, it was worse than Game 1. I mean, I guess I mean, it was worse than Game 1 because it was they were on the road. They lost by 18 at home in Game. Excuse me, they lost by 18 at home in Game 1. But tonight, I mean, it was basically the same thing. They didn't come out with any effort whatsoever. I mean, I don't know what the heck it was, man. I guess they thought Indiana was just going to lay down. I mean, since Indiana's facing elimination, I guess they thought they was going to lay down. And Indiana brought the fight. Indiana played like a team that was on the brink of elimination. Cleveland did not play like a team that wanted to close this series out. Cleveland has to look like a team that has wanted to win this series. LeBron James leads the way, if you want to call it, leading the way with 22 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. I mean, just like games 1 and 3, I put this loss solely on LeBron James. I mean, he just did not come out aggressive at all. I mean, we only took 7 shots in the first half. I mean, when you're a superstar of LeBron's caliber and you have a team on the brink of elimination, you have to show that killer instinct. You have to show that killer instinct, especially on the road. On the road, I know LeBron is a guy that wants to get his teammates involved, but like they said on the broadcast, role players play better at home. Cleveland, y'all was not at home, man. Y'all was not at home in Indiana. Usually when superstars have their team up in a series and looking to eliminate the opponent, the superstars go off because the role players, they feed off the superstar on the road. And LeBron James did not seem like he wanted to end the series at all. I don't understand why, but LeBron just did not bring it at all tonight. And again, it's on him because the rest of your team, they feed off the superstar on the road in elimination games. And again, LeBron just did not step up for his team tonight. Only 2 other guys in double figures, and both of them were coming off the Cavs bench. Rodney Hill with 12, Jeff Green with 13. I mean, we'll see what happens with Kevin Love. He took an elbow to the head, to the face. I didn't really see what happened. I gotta check. Just gotta look at look at it again. But Love might have a concussion, and he might be out Game 7. Heck, if he don't play, it'll be like Kevin Love. He'll be if Kevin Love doesn't play in Game 7. Heck, it'll be like Kevin Love this whole series. I mean, we haven't seen a real legitimate Kevin Love sighting this whole damn series. I mean, so if he don't play, it'll be like he's probably playing anyway. I seen bits and pieces of how the Indiana defense was covering Kyle Korver off of screens, because Kyle Korver has been the second guy behind LeBron the last couple games in those two victories, and Indiana made it a point to try to stop Kyle Korver's hot shooting. I mean, they did a hell of a job. I mean, I don't know what the heck it is. But this whole matching suits thing has been a real complete failure, in my opinion. I mean, LeBron, I'm sorry, you wasted a hell of a lot of money. I mean, for the effort on the road, these road games. I mean, yeah, they got the victory in Game 4, but they only won by 4 points. I mean, that's not nothing to be. That's not nothing to be happy about. You survived. But yeah, I hope this wasn't something that LeBron was planning to carry on throughout the whole playoffs. Because if they win Game 7, this whole experiment is just. I mean, I would just leave it done. I mean, I wouldn't even if they win Game 7, I'd be like, hey, forget it. If I'm LeBron, hey, I'm gonna eat this money. Y'all worry what y'all want to, because obviously this shit ain't working like I thought it would. I'm disappointed. I'm angry. And whatever other words that compare to those in the dictionary, that's just what I'm feeling right now. I mean, it makes no sense. It makes no sense that this series is going to a Game 7. It makes no sense. LeBron James, the best player in the world. I mean, no offense to the Pacers. I mean, they've had a great year. No offense to the Pacers, but I mean, LeBron James, if he really had the killer mentality that Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan had in their careers, I mean, this dude could literally take out this Indiana team by himself. I mean, LeBron just doesn't have that killer mentality, man. He doesn't. LeBron is more of a survivor mode type guy. LeBron is more of a don't nobody panic. You know, I got this. I'm going to figure out a way to get out of here. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, they're the type dudes like, hey, we need to get rid of this team as soon as possible. You know, they were dudes that were like, hey, we're not even gonna let this team think they got a chance against us. We're gonna get these fools out the way as quick as possible so we can rest up and get ready for the next series. I mean, LeBron hasn't really had that his whole career, and it's rearing its ugly head again. I mean, all three of the Cavs losses in this series. Game 1, they get blown out by 18. Game 3, he just quits on the team on that possession when Indiana goes on that fast break. He quits. He just stands and watches, backs up, stands and watches, and walks back on defense on an important possession in a playoff game. And then tonight, he has a chance to eliminate them. He has a chance to eliminate Indiana for the playoffs. Get them out the way so you can rest up and get ready for your next opponent. And you only scored 22? I mean, I know he can't do it all. But damn it, man. Damn it. Exhaust all options. Yeah, he's 33 years old. Yeah, he played 82 games for the first time in his career. That should be all the more reason to hurry up and get rid of I'm trying to think of the word of teams that you should beat. I mean, Jordan or Kobe doesn't come out lackadaisical in game one. They don't let their team lose by 18 at home in game one. They don't do that. They do whatever they can to make sure that their team comes out victorious. Whether it's scoring, whether it's scoring, rebounding, assist, getting back and playing defense, whatever. They do whatever it takes. That's the Cleveland motto. Whatever it takes. The team hasn't even lived up to their own damn motto for the playoffs this year. I mean, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing to watch. LeBron should beat this Indiana team by himself. But he just doesn't have that alpha dog killer mentality. LeBron's more of a survivor mode guy, which is probably why he's more of a back against the wall guy. He's not a guy that's gonna LeBron is a guy that will knock you on the ground and he'll let you get back up. We'll put it like that's a better analogy. He might clock you, gets to the ground, but then he'll let you get back up. Jordan and Kobe, they're gonna knock your ass down and they're gonna pound your ass until you submit. I mean, this series against the Indiana Pacers in the first round is clearly, I don't know how much more clear of an example of why LeBron James should not be considered in the same conversation with Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. I just don't know how much more clear that it's got to get. It's got to get. And I'm a LeBron fan. That's the worst part about it. I'm a LeBron fan, and I feel that way about my own favorite player. I mean, it just shows, man. It shows. Game 7, Sunday in Cleveland. This series should have been over 2 games ago. This series should have been over in Game 5. Hell, this really should have been a sweep, but again, they got beat down in Game 1 at home, so it should have been 5. Game 7, I mean, anything can happen in Game 7. I mean, LeBron he's been. I mean, he's been on both sides of that. Game 7. I mean, he basically him and the Cavs basically pulled off one of the biggest upsets of all time when they beat the Warriors in Game 7. Anything can happen. Just because you're the better team, doesn't mean that you'll win. And that was clearly what happened in the 2016 finals. They weren't the better team, but they played hard. I mean, and they somehow got the job done. I mean, this team, of course, there's no Kyrie. There's nobody to bail LeBron out when he wants to take games off. Damn it, I hate to say that about my favorite player, but he took this. I mean, he took the game off. I don't know whether he expected Indiana to fold. I don't know whether he thought that his teammates would show up on the road. Role players play better at home, man. Role players play better at home. I don't know. It's just something about LeBron to where when they're up in the series, LeBron, wants to lean on his teammates a little bit more. Again, especially on the road. The role players just don't play good on the road, man. It's never been like that. The only time role players play good on the road is when the star player, the superstar, comes out aggressive and they feed off of the superstar's energy. And the Cavs definitely feeded off LeBron's energy tonight, which was nothing. I put a stat up on my Facebook and my Twitter. Like, there was a growing part of me that kind of hopes that Cleveland loses on Sunday. I mean, because basically, it's inevitable. This is it. It's over. It's over. I'm not even talking about LeBron's time at Cleveland because well, hell, we all know that. But there won't be an 8 straight final. Because even if they do survive here, I mean, you're facing a Toronto team, which you've had their number, but this is a way better Toronto team with a much deeper bench, than they've had in the past. And I mean, when you give this type of effort on the road, that's not gonna fly against Toronto this year. That's not gonna fly at all. I mean, but that's gonna do it for this video, man. Let me know what you thought about. Let me know what you think about this series. I guess I'll see you on the next video. I'm done.